up, Sauce Gang, and welcome back to the channel. Hot Sauce Beats here with an epic of a reaction for you. Well, rumors are flying around the whole internet that the brand new Wilbur Soot ARG has kicked off, and it started over on Tubbo's Halloween stream, and it involves TommyInnit. You guys have let me know that I should react to this with two videos. One which is kind of like a condensed version of the stream that involves it, and then I gotta react to Anna Magician's video on it that he breaks it down really well and brings up some pretty interesting theories. So I'm pretty stoked for this, and I hope you enjoy the reaction. But before we jump into the video, please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free and it greatly helps out the channel. But enough talking, let's get to reacting and roll that bomb ass intro.
Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Eat, sleep, make beats. Eat, sleep, make beats.
Hot Sauce Beats. Woo -hoo! Oh, I'm ready, fam. I'm so ready. So this big Uff's video.
On the 24th of October 2021, Tubbo went live with some friends in a
fam.
Halloween special. The stream was mostly him and friends carving up pumpkins all the way until Tommy got in the call with Wilbur.
Okay, they should all be off.
Okay, now put me on the mic.
Okay, alright, I'm putting you on, I'm putting you on.
Hey there, Tubbo's chat. It's me, Wilbur Soot. I'm here to wish you a spooky Halloween.
Ooh.
And a happy autumnal vibe for you all. I hope you're all having a marvelous evening. I'm not.
Okay, so just some of the things that he's wording there, the inaudible vibe, that's got to be a clue, right? That has to be a clue. And I am not.
You want to talk about it, mate?
Who said that to me?
That was William.
Bro, my name's not...
I don't speak to Williams, sorry.
Good man.
My name's not...
Tubbo's there. Tubbo's carving with a lot of gumption.
Gumption?
Yeah.
Gumption.
Can you sit back down? What is up with this?
Do I need to sit back down? Will, what's the strap?
What you should do is take the pop filter off the microphone and just make it.
No, not.
Wait, they're okay.
Come on, sit down. Sid, the bit is over. Get on.
Don't take that shit off.
They're trying to break the fourth wall, Will, but I won't let them.
Okay.
The
Here's
bit.
what you're gonna do. You see that window? Can you get outside that window?
No.
No, you can't.
I reckon
It sounds like they're not having any bit of this.
Wait, no, we can't actually.
Close the curtain.
Yeah.
Those monsters say, oh, it's in. Let me just close the curtain.
Yeah, just to block him out.
There we go.
Alright.
There we go.
What's the next strategy?
Okay, so I've kind of got this. I've kind of got this under.
So what pattern do we want?
What are you
Weird,
doing?
fam. Already, this is creepy.
Take a second.
I'll tell you what I am excited about is obviously I was nowhere near around reacting. Actually, I wasn't doing reactions at all back when the Wilbur Soot ARG, the first one, kicked off. So if this is the Wilbur Soot ARG, the new one kicking off, I am so happy that we are kicking this off together. You and me, Sauce Gang, we together, one cohesive unit. And we're gonna solve this shit because we got Hot Sauce Beats and the Sauce Gang on the crime, on the investigation. Okay, I just sound stupid now. Let's get back to it.
He's an old one, this guy. Is he okay?
I don't
Like,
know.
actually.
He's never been okay, let's be honest.
Anyone want to lock the
Tommy's
door?
never been. I mean, let's all be real here.
Hey, you want to go outside again?
Bro, just sit.
I don't know why you did that, chat. I don't.
No, fuck you! I'm leaving. I need to help Carl Tubbo. What?
Carved Tubbo.
But your window tastes quite pleasant.
What the fuck?
Does anyone have the coke? I need a palate
What, the
cleanse.
cocaine?
You left it outside in your bottle. Your bottle's outside.
I need a palate cleanse. Could you see that on the camera?
Yes,
loud
very
and
clearly.
clear.
What are you doing? You good? Your hands okay?
Is this locked?
Yeah, lock it.
Oh!
Please,
No,
wait.
I'm okay.
So confused
Hold it,
already,
hold it,
fam.
hold
Like,
it.
there has to be more.
No, close the curtains.
You've done it.
No, close the curtains. Get the.
Is it locked?
We've locked
Get
it.
the.
Do not let him. No,
inside.
don't let him do this. Get the curtains. Let me down. Close that window. Oh, that microphone.
It's like you know how to kill a clown, isn't it? It's proper.
Okay.
Spooky.
No. Alright. Their plan was to do a penis, right? But so he's outside right now. So he's not going to be able to do it.
We should just leave him.
What's your name?
TommyInnit then does a bunch of random things, going outside, pressing his face against the window, and then this.
Okay, let him in. This is like literally sabotaging me.
Okay. I'm unlocking.
No, unlock it. Unlock it.
What? Chat, like, that was so weird. Tommy's like, no, sit back down. Don't unlock it. What?
What the fuck is he doing? Have you found him?
No, but I found Rocky. I let him in.
Yeah.
He was
Wait, man,
outside.
just
There
like-
he is.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, he's back.
Dumbass, get him. What the hell have you done?
Why is he covered in fucking mud?
What did you do?
What did you do?
Camera one, please.
What did you do? You look like a plant pot.
Did you shit yourself?
Hey, Tommy.
Why is
So he smirked a little bit. It's all right though, but
that leaves in your
definitely
hat?
covered in dirt and got grass
You look
and
like a
stuff
plant
on him.
pot.
We'll get those.
You look like you've just been on.
Hello, teammate. What is up?
He's definitely
This is
dirty.
what happened when you.
Oh shit. Oh wow. I wonder how long. Okay. So chat, are you seeing this? Like, obviously they fast forwarded the stream and he's just sitting here all distraught, non-responsive. Something happened. This got Wilbur Soot ARG written all over it, fam. Oh wow, look at that. That's some good acting there, Tommy. I like that this is gonna involve Tommy. Oh my god, this is gonna be so much bigger than the first one, fam. Look at him though. He's very distraught right now. I wonder how long this is like.
I'm gonna go lay down for a bit.
Oi.
Wait, which one? Which one?
Which camera is it?
Oh, it's this one.
I'm just gonna do
The penis pumpkin.
I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. Oh, hey up.
And then there were three. Hello.
Tommy runs away, comes back 6 minutes later covered in mud, and for the rest of the stream acts almost sad and depressed. The internet immediately started suspecting this is Wilbur Soot's brand new ARG, which he has talked about starting in Halloween this year. It's very unusual for Tommy to do such a thing, end up covered in mud, and following look so sad for so long, as well as Wilbur talking in such a low tone, and also saying,
It's me, Wilbur Soot.
has
That
close
was pretty
resemblance
sus.
to his previous ARG.
Hey guys, it's me,
Wilbur Soot.
Wilbur Soot.
For those of you who do not
Yes.
have a clue what we're talking about, Wilbur back in early 2019 had a pretty insane ARG, known as the Editor
We
Wilbur
know about this,
ARG.
man. We know about this.
I'll link an epic video down below by Red Herring. I highly recommend you check it out as it explains in great detail.
In the game
But
theory,
this
I
here
mean,
is
Matt
what
Pat
so
did a
many
hell of a job.
people believe is the start of something new. At the time of recording, this is all we have of this potential new ARG. I suggest joining the new 2021 Wilbur Soot ARG Discord server, linked in the description below, to begin discussing theories and ideas on what this clip could mean for the new ARG. As for now, stay tuned, and thanks for watching.
Hey, bro. Heck yes, man. I'm oh, TommyInnit reacts to it, huh? The big oof. Big oof. That was awesome. All right, so now we're gonna jump into Anna Magician's video, and you guys said that he comes up, he finds some more stuff and comes up with some really good theories.
That's
so
right,
we're
I'm
jumping
almost
into
certain that
his.
this stream is the start of the brand new Wilbur Soot ARG. The original
this is
Wilbur
some
ARG was one of the
creepy
most
shit.
interesting parts of Wilbur Soot's career on YouTube, and it happened before he made his main channel now. But there's a new one, and even compared to the
there's
first
more.
Wilbur ARG, it's shaping up to be huge. That's right, I believe we're seeing the beginning of something much bigger than we've ever seen
I
before.
agree.
Why?
He's got Tommy.
Well, you've already read the title. It involves Tommy. I've had a bunch of new people come to the channel recently from these videos, and if you enjoyed any of them, please do consider subscribing because we're really close to 100k. Okay, I've got to give you a bit of context for this before I go headfirst into theory crafting about it, because although there's only one real piece of evidence that we know of, there's a lot of angles to it. First off, why am I jumping to this being a Wilbur ARG? Well, it's because of this clip from the stream where Wilbur reacts to the game theory video about his first ARG.
Right, because guess what? Here's the thing. Wilbur is going to be back on this channel. He is already starting to seed out the idea of doing another ARG, this time with more knowledge of how to craft these things for the general populace. So don't be surprised if you happen to see his name pop up in the title of another video sometime in the future.
Chat.
Only
Subscribe.
this time,
So it's confirmed that Wilbur is starting another ARG, and also that it would be in October, and I think this stream is how it's starting. Let's set the scene. We have Tubbo's stream on the 24th, featuring all your favorite creators and their friends. Ranboo, Tubbo, Tommy, BALLAD. Everything is normal for the first hour or so of the stream. Then, however, some really interesting stuff starts happening. You see, Wilbur calls Tommy, and this would be pretty normal, right? It's just a bit if it wasn't for what happens later on in the stream, and it's all because of this moment here. Okay, so Tommy gets locked outside in the garden by BALLAD or Freddy after the rest of the gang tell him to do so. Then, however, when Freddy goes to let Tommy back in...
Yeah, this is creepy. No.
I'm unlocking.
No, unlock it. Unlock it.
Which on its own is pretty wild, right? There is no way that Tommy acts that distraught in actuality. There must be something more to it. Then, however, after Tommy runs out of frame after about 5 whole minutes, he comes back covered in mud. He looks like he's been doing something involving mud, or even got stuck in a tree of some kind. And when he sits down at the table, he is completely unresponsive to any form of interaction. He doesn't laugh at jokes, he's touch-averse, he doesn't say anything, he doesn't look at anything, he just stares dead-eyed at nothing for about 5 whole minutes. Again, that's not normal, to say the very least. No, this is the start of something much bigger, something a lot more deep. So with that in mind, let's go back and re-examine the start of all of this. Wilbur DMs Tommy asking him what's going on, but crucially knowing that this is an important stream, and then it says this: why is everyone lit like you're about to die? Now, just keep in mind here, Wilbur...
How do we know what the DM said? Huh.
Asks what's going on in the stream, but knows it's important. So this means that this stream does have some significance other than it just being the gang carving pumpkins and doing Halloween challenges. So yeah, anyway, then after calling Tommy, Wilbur says that he should fight every single other person on the stream one by one, and goes through Tommy's options for murder weapons. They're carving pumpkins, so they talk about the knives for a bit, which eventually leads to this.
That is... What is this? Why did he... It's not going to penetrate anyway. How is this going to... If I want to do some slicing and dicing, I'm not going to be able to... Yeah.
Which means that...
You hear Tommy in the background saying that? Fam! Thank you guys for recommending this. I mean, this has a lot more detail in it.
These knives are, as we expected, being used for a lot more than carving pumpkins, if you catch my drift. They then go on to discuss tripods, and whether those could, as Tommy so eloquently put it, conk someone out for good. Tubbo responds that a metal one could, and then Wilbur asks Tommy whether he can wield a bow staff or a water staff, both of which are long pole-like weapons, very similar to, say, a folded-up, heavy-duty tripod. Okay, so we now know that Wilbur is, for some reason, encouraging Tommy to kill the rest of the people at the Halloween party, ostensibly because they forced Tommy to participate in Halloween challenges, and that he wants to kill...
Another thing I'm curious about is this ARG gonna tie into the first one at all? I hope it doesn't, right? Because obviously the first one didn't get solved. It's probably never gonna be solved, or at least Wilbur will never admit it. So I really feel like this has to be its own ARG that stands on its own legs, that has nothing to do with the first one, because we need all new facts starting from zero. I hope.
To start sooner rather than later. This then leads to something incredibly interesting happening. Wilbur talking to Tommy on the phone, telling him to stand behind Tubbo and to tell him Happy Easter, which is weird on its own. But then here, Tommy says this.
Well, this position, it ain't gonna last for too long.
To which Wilbur replies,
okay.
That collapse was instant, and it looks like it would hurt. Tommy did that with absolutely no hesitation, following Wilbur's orders to the T. Given that we know that this stream has something suspicious, something sinister about it, that's very important. Tommy lies on the ground for a bit longer, talking to Wilbur inaudibly, and then tries to turn off the stream setup. He succeeds in doing so to the camera for a little bit, with the stream going black before it turns back on, and I think this is one of the pivotal points for what happens next. You see, after the camera turns back on, Wilbur is put on the mic for what what he thinks, in character I assume, but this is some stupidly convoluted stuff, is the first time, and he gives us this speech.
Hey there, Tubbo's chat. It's me, Wilbur Soot. I'm here to wish you all a spooky Halloween.
Ew.
And a happy autumnal vibe for you all. I hope you're all having a marvelous evening. I'm not.
After this, Will continues to try and mess with the stream.
Hold on. I just want to see something, fam. So spooky. He says these words really weird. Let's write these down, fam, because he says these, and I could be looking into nothing, but he says spooky really weird. Spooky, and then what was that? Autumnal. I sound like an idiot. I don't even know what the fuck that word is. Spooky. Autumnal. And what was the other one, chat? He said something else. Like he like prolongs the word.
Happy autumnal vibe for you all. I hope you're all having a marvelous evening.
Marvelous. Okay, hold on.
I'm not.
After this, Will continues to try and mess with the stream, but gets thwarted by Bill and Tubbo. He then tells Tommy to go outside of the room that they're all in, and while outside, press his face against the window in such a way that the stream would be able to see him, but also in such a way that Tommy wouldn't be able to see anything outside. Tommy then comes back in, and Wilbur says this.
I don't know why you did that, chat. I don't know.
No!
Before Tommy ends the call.
Then
The part I showed you earlier happens. Tommy goes out to get a can of Coke, Freddy locks him out, blah blah, you've seen this before. Tommy comes back looking thoroughly out of it, like he's seen something out of a horror movie. Then, however, Tommy leaves, saying he needs to freshen up, and reappears 5 minutes later as if nothing ever happened, wearing a blue coat and not acknowledging the events of the past 20 or so minutes. And thus, the stream continues as normal. But wait, there's one more bit of evidence I know of here that I didn't actually find myself. You see, while researching this, I found this tweet, link in description, thank you to the author for letting me use it, and in it, they say that while Tommy is acting dazed, he blinked out the word stop in Morse code. And that got me thinking. You see, there's definitely something more here. There's too much weird too much weird stuff going on here for it to just be a random stream. And my first thought was that perhaps Tommy had been attacked by the tree demon. The tree demon was essentially this weird thing that Tubbo and Ranboo had seen standing behind a tree in Tubbo's backyard long ago, and they had done a bunch of stuff and used a bunch of smartphone apps to try and communicate with it. Tommy was covered in mud. He had bits of plant all over his face, which could have been leaves or bark. Is it possible that the tree demon is the reason Tommy looked so disheveled? It was at this point while researching that I started looking for more clues. And of course, I went back to Twitter, where you should follow me by the way, and I saw this tweet from the animator Complexly Ross. And
the long weird sound that Wilbur sent to Quackity has to be part of the new Wilbur ARG.
It mentioned this video where Wilbur, Quackity, and George make a song together.
Okay. Yeah! It's lit! Yeah!
Wilbur sends Quackity a long, drawn-out sound that looks like it should belong in ARG. Surely this is another clue, right? I mean, listen to it.
Wilbur just delivered a new sample to the studio. Yes. What sample did you just deliver to my door?
So I did what you do to decode every audio clue in ARG, and I shoved it in Audacity and checked the spectrogram, which is where people generally hide these sorts of clues. Unfortunately, no dice, and this also made me realize, even if I had found a clue here, I wouldn't have been able to use it at all. Why? Well, that first theory doesn't consider Wilbur's involvement at all, which would have been the only connection to the sound. We know that Tommy went out because Wilbur told him to before, and that Wilbur was consistently talking about things like murder, the ways in which Tommy could kill the other members of the group. When Tommy went out the first time, it was right after he had proved to Wilbur that he would, without hesitation, do what he was asked to, and that he wouldn't second guess.
Hold on, I just want to hear that again.
Did what you do to decode every audio clue in ARG, and I showed.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What sample?
ARG sorts of clue here in because Will the other members of the group. When Tommy went out the first time, it was right after he had proved to Wilbur that he would, without hesitation, do what he was asked to, and that he wouldn't second guess anything Wilbur said to him outside, any explanation he was given. This means that while Wilbur is talking to Tommy, Tommy won't freak out, hence why Tommy acts normal the first time he goes outside. This would also explain why Tommy was so scared the second time. After hanging up on Wilbur, he goes back outside, which Wilbur didn't expect him to do. There, he saw something or someone which Wilbur was hiding from him the first time, and this led to him wanting to keep Freddy safe and telling him not to come outside. There was a chase, which is why Tommy runs away and looks so disheveled afterwards, and then Tommy manages to come back. But wait, there's one last theory I have. What if Tommy was being controlled by Wilbur somehow through the phone, and then this connection was solidified by turning the stream off? It would explain the first part of the theory again. Tommy was making it seem like the outside of the house was safe and normal, and then instead of being chased a second time, did something outside that made him get dirty. Did something, for example, like digging a grave. Maybe there's a body outside that Wilbur was trying to hide, a body that Wilbur couldn't let the rest of the group see, and then when Tommy refused to kill them, he forced Tommy to bury it underground so they couldn't see it. It would make sense as to why Tommy was so averse to Freddy coming outside, in case he was found with the body in his hands and thus convicted of a crime he didn't even commit. This could also be why Tommy blinked out stop in Morse code. It was a sign to Wilbur, the only person who he thought would be paying enough attention to the stream to decode his blinks. He wanted Will to stop controlling him, or maybe to stop killing, or something else entirely. To be very honest, I'm not 100% sure on any of these theories. There aren't that many clues in this stream, so I'm grasping at straws, so I have overlooked some things like Tommy saying Happy Easter to Tubbo when it's clearly Halloween, or even just the Morse code stop in 2 of the other theories. This might not even be the new ARG we're talking about. I could be reading way too far into a bit, but it's extremely interesting, and if you think the same, you'll probably enjoy this video about the secret lore in Wilbur's songs. It's absolutely crazy. Subscribe.
All right. So fam, hold on. Let me bring in here, cause so I got a couple theories myself. So first off, I don't think I looked at the way Wilbur was when he was doing his little intro and he said, "Hello, Tubbo's chat. This is Wilbur Soot." He stretched out the word spooky, autumnal, and marvelous. I could be looking for things too deep, but if you take the first letters of spooky, autumnal, and marvelous, it spells Sam. Maybe somebody named Sam or Sam dude, something's gonna happen with that. Maybe Wilbur killed him, had Tommy kill him. Maybe they were burying him in a grave. Something I'm gonna do, I don't even know if any of that audio sample that they had, Quackity had, was anything new, except there was definitely a word at the very end that sounded like maybe it was backwards. It sounded like yes, or maybe it was mass, which would also be Sam backwards. So I'm gonna download that clip, play it in reverse, and see what it sounds like. Sometimes maybe you don't need to look for hidden things. Maybe the clip itself is the clue and you just reverse it. Wilbur's done that before. Woo, fam, this 100%. This is the brand new Wilbur ARG. This shit was way too creepy. You could tell Tommy was playing a part, you know, like he kind of smirked there a couple times. Let me know, fam, and let me know if there's any other videos out there with more clues, because I'm really like, I want to be part of this. I want to help try and solve this, figure it out. So let me know, guys, and I'm probably gonna join that Discord, or if there's another Discord out there, let me know in the comments. I really want to be part of this. I think this is gonna be fun, and now that I'm like here from the beginning, I feel like I can actually devote some time trying to help solve it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. The big oof, and Anna Magician, you guys did amazing jobs on these videos. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and if you did, please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free and it greatly helps out the channel. Enjoy the rest of your day, and remember, it's eat, sleep, and make beats, and as usual, be kind of one another, and that's all I got. Boom! I'm out! Gotta love the Sauce Gang. Peace. I love you guys. Have a great day. Gucci!